Hello, Tom Fresa here from the Naval History and Heritage Command with another Artifact Spotlight. This is where we take a look at the Navy's timeline and pull out different artifacts from that timeline and teach you about them. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Winch House and Marine Railway at the Washington Navy Yard.
One of the earliest innovations at the Washington Navy Yard was the introduction of the Marine Railway in 1822 by Commodore John Rogers. The Marine Railway offered an easier alternative to the expensive and time-consuming process of careening, where ships would be hauled onto the shore at high tide and tipped onto the side during low tide to expose the hull in which work was needed to be done. When dry docking a ship to perform maintenance and repairs to its hull below the waterline became more practical over careening, the railways were used for smaller vessels and later submarines, saving the dry docks for ships more substantial in size. The designs of the railway always include a cradle onto which the ship is floated and a mechanical mechanism for transferring the ship from the water to the land up an incline. And over time, that mechanism has gone from man to machine power.
Now, the Marine Railway, working in tandem with the sled that ran along the rails that you see behind me, acted as kind of a simple dry dock, if you will. Ships would come up onto the sled while it was still in the water, and then they would engage the winch after connecting the ship to the sled and bring it up again on the rails that you see behind me, up and out of the water, so that they could work on the hull without having to employ a very large dry dock.
The current railway at the Washington Navy Yard was built in the early 1900s in order to repair tugboats and maintain the presidential yachts. The Winch House, still standing, also utilized a crane to help remove ships from the water. Today, the crane has since been removed and the railway is no longer in use, but the Winch House has been converted into the William III coffee shop. And while it is a coffee shop, you can still view the mechanisms of the winches and be reminded of all the work that went on at the Washington Navy Yard.
If you would like more information on the Winch House and other artifacts within the Navy's collection, please visit the website of the Naval History and Heritage Command, history.navy.mil, and we'll see you at our next Artifact Spotlight.